with Africa colonized Europe, episode 3. So see that Angola, the country that took over basically all of this land. Yeah, they want the panhandle of Australia, not Australia, that way. So they gain some land, more than just the house, I guess. They get all this. They also take over Liechtenstein in the process. So yep, this is what Austria now looks like. Anyways, these colonies are further expanded, and Bavaria is also expanded, as well as South Africa and whatever this guy is. Some new colonies will spawn up in Czechoslovakia. First of all, I guess I would make these new colonies. So let's grab Algeria, put him right here. Let's grab Libya, put him right here. Let's grab Mauritania, let's put him right here. Let's grab Morocco, let's put him right here. Let's grab Cameroon, because we'll put him right here. Let's grab Nigeria, because we'll put him right here. Right here. Let's grab Sudan, because we're putting right here. Let's grab Ethiopia, because we're putting it right here. Let's grab Angola, because we're putting it right here. Further expanding Ethiopia and these two split their colonies for more countries to take over. So Tunisia will gain this, and the other one will go to Tanzania. And sorry, but Kenya will not gain anything, but Kenya will gain something over here. For Kenya, this is what they get. So yep. Anyways, up here in Europe, the DRC decides to go and expand in other countries as well. So we consider all of these countries as an expand way. So many countries are interested in this, including Nigeria. This country. So let's just see how it's gonna be divided up. So it'll be divided by little pieces. And here in the Baltics, it'll be divided by little pieces. To the Balkans, the Baltics. There will also be little pieces over here. Look at this. Africa is gonna be very colonized. There's gonna be one big colony over here, and another bigger colony over here, and other two colonies. So first of all, we get Libya expanding over here. We get Algeria expanding over here. We got Nigeria that's expanding over here. We're getting Egypt that's expanding over here. We get Tunisia that's expanding over here. We get Morocco expanding over here. We get Cameroon expanding over here. Tanzania and Kenya. Next one, there's South Africa. Ethiopia, Nigeria, Mauritania, Algeria, Tunisia, Angola, DRC, Tanzania. Won't get anything because they already have stuff. Kenya will gain something. Ethiopia will gain something. And the last country I think is like Sudan. Gets this. And these northern regions will have Algeria taking over this, Nigeria taking over this, Egypt taking over this. The last one will be taken over by South Africa. These are the biggest, strongest. Algeria, Nigeria, Egypt, South Africa. So this is what the colonized world is. The last countries that are left are all Eastern Europeans. All of Western Europeans are colonized. And it's fairly something. Anyways, Nigeria will take over these islands. Eventually, Nigeria will take them over. Nobody else will take them over. Nigeria will. Anyways, Russia is divided up, so it's kind of weaker. And we also get to see 2 more countries try to expand and get some land, which is first, dark green Madagascar, and second, too many green countries. Too many green. Dark. What should we choose? Light green, red. Guess this will work. No, I'm trying to find some colors right now. Yeah, that looks pretty good. No. I guess this will work. This signish. No. I mean, I guess that will. This one would. You know, just do some like dark. I think this would work. And one more country that might try expanding is Namibia and Mozambique. So Namibia would be like this. Mozambique would be like the lightish color, like a lightish pink color, I guess. So 3 new African countries are trying to expand, which they will make some colonies. First one will be here, second one will be here, and third one will be here. So first colony is by Madagascar, which goes super far to here. These ones are just given by the countries. Namibia gets this, and Mozambique gets this. Africa's really colonized, especially in these areas. There's tons of countries, but they're the same countries as over here. As Eastern Europe isn't really as cared as for Western Europe. So yep. Over here in Serbia's civil war, which it backfires completely on the Serbians, which makes little Serbians. Ukraine's starting to see more progress into Russia as they're gaining land over here, connecting with Georgia, as well as Georgia making some gains. Even Kazakhstan's made some gains. Kazakhstan gets gains over here. Corel breaks away. Corel breaks away to become even bigger. So, yep. Apparently, this is what it now looks like. Apparently, like this, like that, and like this. So, yep, tons of African countries are mad at Europeans. These countries have a plan. They want to unite. Instead of colonizing, they're uniting in a smart way, you know. All of these three countries might be unstable, but it's now like 2039, 2040, or 2045. They're strong. They're super strong, so they can easily unite all together to form Greater Africa. All of these countries unite for Greater Africa. For Greater Africa it is. And these countries just don't get along well, but they eventually unite. These three unite. Make sure they don't unite with these guys. Togo, Ghana, and Benin, I think. Benin all unite. These guys will unite. All of them will unite. And these two will be left. And this one will actually start colonizing. It's a dark. So this is a pink Africa. Pink, I guess. And whatever this is, magenta, which is already taken over. So lime, I guess it is. Lime it is. So that means Kenya would have to change to more yellowish color. So yeah, this is what Africa now looks like. Somalia and Djibouti will be okay. These guys won't do anything that much. Malawi will just stay neutral. But this is what the world looks like. Some countries want independence, they will get independence. This is Central African country. This is Central Africa getting independence. They just want independence. They also want to colonize themselves. So they are getting a same looking color like that. So yep, this is what Africa's now looking like. And these countries will get some colonies. The limeish country will gain a colony in Russia, which is just a Corel. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Corel is what they get. And this country right here, again, these two breakaway states or countries from Serbia would join Central African Republic, leaving all of these countries to not colonize, which they'll eventually colonize. These countries want to unite to become stronger and to colonize Europe better, so the Europeans can get the price of their own. So that's it for today's episode. I will see that one more event will happen, which is that the Western Australia will gain independence from Eastern Australia, forming a line, which we're gonna have to get a ruler. I guess by right here, this is where the border will be at. Off. Let's just grab this. And let's make the border right about here. Like this. Like that. Let's get rid of that. And yep, now Australia is divided into 2 lands. Okay, that's pretty good. And well, yeah, that's the end of the video.